Well, we're set up and we are at Site 5. Site 5. What they did here is they got the trash can covering the water to keep it heated up. At night, there's a light that's actually connected to it that you can turn on at nighttime. And so, but nice setup, full hookup, which is water, sewer, and electric. And so, but this is a really nice view. I mean, it really is nice. First time we have ever been out here. You can see some of the hills in the distance way out there. But this is the campground here. They are adding new areas to that. And we'll take some videos of that later. So those of you, my friends out there with RVs of any type, this is definitely a place to come. They charged us, we're part of the Sam's Club, and so ours was $32.40, I think is what it was, $32.40 a night. And so for 3 nights, it cost us, you know, do the math on it, I think it was like $130 if for everything that we got. And excuse me, $108. $108 is what it was. And so, but they didn't give us a hard time about changing. We changed our day. We were going to come yesterday, but we decided to extend it one more day. But again, I think if you do have to cancel, they won't refund you your money. I think you have to give at least a 2-week notice if you're going to cancel for that. And that's pretty much most of the campgrounds that you come around. But nice level spots. The only reason we put our levelers out is just to keep the camper from moving when we're walking in it. And so, but nice spots. Ours has a permanent fire ring attached to it there, and we got a nice little picnic table, and it's real quiet out here. And so again, this land here was owned by Ang and Chang, and what I'll do is I will post, I'll take a picture of the brochure that we got, and but I was under the assumption that they lived in this house, but that's not correct. The son of one of them actually lived in that house, and so I think that house is about 100 years old. But they, from what I understand, the Siamese twins, they actually lived in 2 different houses. They were married, and they had a whole bunch of kids, and what they would do is they would just take turns. One would live in, they would live in the house where the other one was married, and then they would live into the other house after a certain amount of time where the other brother was married. And so, but this is really nice level, clean. I do like the fact that there's no overhanging trees. I don't mind it to a certain extent, but I have been in places where you get little sticks and twigs hitting the top of your roof, and so that's always made me nervous doing that way, having that happen. And so, but we're on the top part of it, and where they've added new areas is going to be over in this direction, and they got some over where the highway is. And so they do allow people to store their units when they're not using them. And but guys, this is really just it's really neat. Not only is it historical because of these 2 brothers, but it's really a good place to camp at, because you're in a central location to other areas. Fancy Gap, Virginia. You've got Pilot Mountain, Mount Airy. Even if you wanted to go to Winston-Salem, you could do that a little further out, but it's still not too bad. So there's a lot to do here. So we're going to try to do some of the things that we have not done before, at least try to visit them. I think Pilot Mountain has a new visitor center. It was really big visitor center. I'm hoping they got it open. I really want to see that. But for you guys, again, with RVs, this is really a place to come. I mean, just the price alone is worth it. And so, okay, we are leaving, and we're trying to beat the rain. The rain is coming, and so, but so far we're doing pretty good. It usually takes us about an hour and a half to take down everything, but another cold morning. The only thing I ran into was the gray water where that valve is, where I opened it up to release all the gray water. That'd be like your shower, sink, washing dishes and stuff like that. It was frozen, so I had to put a hair dryer on it a little bit to release it. And so, but other than that, the campground, I'd give it a definite 5 stars.
Well, I would say 4.5, and not anything against the campground. It's just the location with here in the interstate the whole time.
Yeah, you are. That is the only downfall. Right here is where the interstate is, in this area right here. And you hear the trucks, you hear the engine brakes and all that mess.
But as far as the campground itself, yes, 5 stars.
Oh, yes, this is a gorgeous place. I mean, we stayed 3 nights with the Good Sam member, $108 for 3 nights. I mean, if we would have stayed 5 days, I mean, you're talking maybe $160.
Yep.
So a little over $160 for 5 nights. I mean, that's not bad to be in the location that you're in. So
yeah, there's something about this area. I guess it's the nostalgia of the town, being Mayberry. You just feel like you're at a slower pace out here.
Yeah. But guys, you can also fill up your propane, and so they have a propane station, and so that's exactly what I'm fixing to do right here.
Yep.
And so, but okay, dogs are up, and we're fixing to get on the road. It'll be about 1 hour and 20 minutes, so we'll be back home. But again, we are in Site 5. Site 5. Highly advised Site 5. It's another good place.
Right on the corner.
We may stay in this one down here next time. And they got some places up through here.
Yeah.
They're not running those. They shut down certain ones during the winter time. And so, but all right, we're going to get on the road.